Madison residents are digging out their coats again after today's winter weather comeback. How long we can expect this weather to stick around? Straight ahead.
And the future of Wisconsin Supreme Court is now decided what it means for the state for the next several years.
Plus, a longtime local dairy farmer prepares to say goodbye to his cattle and move on to the next chapter of his life. A News 3 Now exclusive, straight ahead.
From the Channel3000.com Alert Center, this is News 3 Now at 10.
Thank you for joining us. We are getting another taste of winter just 2 days after hitting 70 degrees for the first time this year.
And this weather may stick around for a bit with the potential for freezing rain overnight and even strong storms tomorrow. We have team coverage tonight on this storm. Meteorologist Dana Fulton in the Weather Center and Amy Reed in Sauk City.
But let's begin with Dana. She has our first alert forecast. Dana.
So right now we do have some mixed precipitation in Madison. Of course, the snow coming through the area earlier. Now in central Wisconsin, they're going to continue to see snowfall overnight. Northern Wisconsin also just picking up more accumulation. In Madison right now, some spotty drizzle spots. We do have the potential for some rain, sleet, and even a little more snowfall overnight. But as you can see here on your Doppler track, it is just spotty in nature. Areas north of the Dells, also looking northeast of Madison, that's where we're currently seeing the snowfall. It's very windy outside. We're going to continue to see strong wind gusts overnight. 18 miles per hour Madison, 22 in Mineral Point. We do have a wind advisory in effect for the evening and through most of your Thursday. Visibility a bit of a concern where the snow is falling currently. It could also be a concern as we head into the morning hours for central Wisconsin. So please keep that in mind if you do have to head in that direction for your morning commute. Right now it's 33 in Madison and 36 in Janesville. Our temperatures are not going to move around much overnight. They'll hold pretty steadily under that cloud deck. We do still have that alert day in the forecast though for tonight and through Thursday. The concern for a little more mix tonight could lead to some very slick roads in the morning, and tomorrow gusty wind conditions and the possibility for some very strong thunderstorms later in the day. We'll take a closer look at what's ahead for your Thursday in just a few minutes.
Okay, Dana, thank you. And taking a live look at current road conditions, the traffic conditions in Madison. It's a live look at the Beltline at Todd Drive. Mainly just wet out there now, but there were several reports of slide-offs and crashes today. And while this isn't foreign, of course, to Wisconsinites, snow in April may not be what many of us were hoping for today.
That is the case for many people. Amy Reed spoke with today, and she joins us now from Sauk City to show us how people up north felt about all of this. Amy?
This might have been a beautiful day if it were January, February, even March, but April, I had to dig out my winter coat for this. And if you're anything like me or the people I spoke with today, you're ready to put this away a long time ago. Cold, snowy weather. It's perfect for swimsuit shopping.
We're going swimsuit shopping.
In this weather?
Yes. We're heading out to Utah on Friday, so we need a swimsuit to go in some hot springs. Yeah,
Great
so
choice.
better than being here.
No kidding. Just when Claire thought we were all done.
I think it's death to me because we've had snow since, like, I don't know.
She's got a point, and other shoppers agree.
I thought last year was the exception that this would be April, but yeah, it's becoming a pattern now.
Julie and Robin came in from Green Bay, where it just started to snow, and they stopped in Madison for work before coming to the Dells.
The roads were actually very icy coming from Madison to here. It was quite icy, so a bit of a surprise.
If they kept going, they would have gotten a lot more of it. Even if roads weren't snow-covered, they had issues. A semi slid off the interstate in New Lisbon and had to be towed away, causing a big traffic jam east of exit 69. It's no wonder these folks wanted to stay inside, especially after the beautiful weather we saw just yesterday.
It was like 70 degrees on Monday, and then it was like 60 yesterday, and then it's freezing and snowy today. So all the seasons in 1 week.
But this season isn't welcome. We already did winter, and Claire, she's ready for spring.
And I thought it was finally gone, and it was nice, and no, it just came back. It was like, nope, I'm coming back to annoy the crap out of you people.
She's all of us today, isn't she? But eventually, spring has to come. Until then, State Patrol is warning you guys to drive safe. Make sure to leave plenty of space between you and the car in front of you, and please slow down.
Good point. Amy Reed live for us tonight in Sauk City. Amy, thank you.
A statewide tornado drill that was scheduled for tomorrow has now been pushed back to Friday due to the potential for severe weather tomorrow. The drill will include a mock tornado watch at 1 p.m. Friday, followed by 2 mock tornado warnings at 1:45 and after the work hours at 6:45 p.m. And as we enter another uncertain weather day tomorrow, be sure to download our Channel 3000 weather and traffic app. It includes our 12-hour and 10-day forecast and up-to-the-minute traffic information as well. It is all free, and it's right now in your app store. 3 months on the job, and Governor Tony Evers has a 47% job approval rating. That's according to the latest Marquette Law School poll.
Overall, the poll reveals support for most of his plans, but 57% oppose a plan to raise the gas tax to pay for roads and highways. In terms of the presidential 2020 outlook, 42% say they either will definitely or probably vote to re-elect Donald Trump, but 54% say they will definitely or probably pick someone else. When it comes to those Democratic candidates, 32% go with Bernie Sanders and 29% to Joe Biden. Only Senators Elizabeth Warren, Kamala Harris, and former Congressman Beto O'Rourke made double digits in the crowded field. Wisconsin Supreme Court candidate Judge Lisa Neubauer has decided against a vote recount. She conceded to Judge Brian Hagedorn today. The two were separated by just half a percentage point, about 6,000 votes. The Hagedorn win means the conservative majority on the court will increase to 5-2 when he begins his 10-year term in August.
Village President Brad Saboter will get started on a strategic planning process for McFarland after election results were triple checked, showing he is the winner. A recently discovered absentee ballot was opened today during the Municipal Board of Canvassers meeting. That ballot was cast for incumbent Saboter, meaning he actually defeated his challenger Carolyn Clow by 2 votes, not the previously thought 1 vote. New tonight, new Department of Defense says staffing the southern border with troops could cost upwards of $500 million this fiscal year. That tally includes $350 million for deployment of National Guard troops. Sending active duty troops to support Border Patrol has already cost the Pentagon $184 million between October 1st and just the end of January.
Governor Evers' office is looking for someone to fill the district attorney position now open in Columbia County. Until a permanent person is hired, the Dodge County District Attorney Kurt Klomber will serve as a special prosecutor. That county's former DA, Tristan Egan, abruptly resigned yesterday. Evers' office now begins the application process. The Columbia County Humane Society is now raising funds after a break-in and fire at their facility. The facility was broken into between Sunday afternoon and Monday morning. No animals were hurt, but money from the shelter was taken. Staff says several windows were broken and towels were started on fire in the garage. There is still no damage estimate, but the nonprofit wants to get a head start on fundraising. And we have a link to the donation page on channel3000.com.
A 5-year-old boy in Beloit is recovering after accidentally shooting himself late last night. Beloit police say they were called to Highland Avenue around 9 last night, and there they found the boy who had shot himself in the hand with a gun he found in the home. Police say an investigation is underway, but it's too early to tell if any charges will be pressed. A fire ripped through a Sauk County building early this morning. Damage estimates about $1.5 million. The 2-story apartment building on Grand Canyon Drive in Lake Delton was under construction, so no one was inside and no one was hurt. Fire crews did briefly evacuate surrounding buildings just as a precaution. Part of downtown Durham, North Carolina, was leveled by a natural gas explosion today. At least 1 person was killed, 17 others injured, 6 now in critical condition. The thick black smoke and roaring fire was visible for miles. City officials say there had been utility workers installing a fiber network around the city, but would not confirm who was operating in the area of that explosion.
A plan to increase regional Amtrak service is gaining steam. The Wisconsin Department of Transportation plans to double the frequency of Amtrak service from the Twin Cities to Milwaukee and Chicago is moving forward, which the city of Portage says can only be a good thing.
The additional train that we're talking about in each direction on the Empire Builder has, I think, the capacity to bring more people, young and old alike, and increase our workforce.
If all goes to plan, Wisconsin would see 2 eastbound and westbound trips daily. A local farmer whose name and products are known around the world is saying goodbye to the dairy industry.
Jamie Perez shares his story and how he's made an impact for dairy farmers around the world.
Just off US Highway 12 lies an iconic yellow barn, the welcome mat to Baraboo. It's a farm known around the world. More than 30 countries, in fact, have bought cattle from this very farm.
Have been involved with cattle for as long as I can remember.
This is Mike Holschbach's farm. He's the former president of the World Dairy Expo, and a very decorated farmer at that.
For decades, it's been up at 3 o'clock in the morning and, milking cows and caring for them till 7 at night.
This farm has been his life for years, and it's got a long span of family history.
My in-laws came here, I believe, in 1961, and they operated the farm till 1984 when we bought it.
But the next few days will be Mike's last time with the cattle he's raised for generations.
I've tried to prevent myself from even thinking about it.
Mike is retiring from the dairy farming industry, a choice that won't be easy, but he knows it's time.
Empty. I think that is going to be the word of the day for a while. It's just going to be an empty feeling.
The cattle have become his family.
There's an emotional tie to. There is no question.
He's seen generations of cattle and cared for them all. And to make the bond that much stronger, all of them have names.
Her name's Glitter.
He's selling all 230 cattle on his farm this Saturday. Watching that last cattle leave will be the hardest part.
It's like being part of a family, and it's like seeing your daughter go off to college.
After years of milking and bathing and all the other glamorous parts of the job, his last hope is that the next owners love them as much as he does.
That's the way I would like to leave a legacy, is that for our cattle to go to the next farm and be profitable and make those people proud and make those people happy that they came and purchased our cattle.
In Baraboo, Jamie Perez, News 3 Now.
As Jamie mentioned, Mike is selling all of his cattle this Saturday on his farm.
If you would like to go, a link to the event is on our website, channel3000.com.
When we come back, Dana will rejoin us. She'll let us know how much longer this wintry mix will last.
But first, Milwaukee's going green for the Bucks. That story is next. Stay with us. A new library on wheels is making its way around Madison. The Dream Bus will operate like a smaller bookmobile, traveling through some of Madison's underserved areas like the Allied Drive neighborhood and Vera Court. The Madison Public Library raised $500,000 that will be used over 4 years to keep this Dream Bus going.
For the first time, we were able to see a real photo of a black hole in a galaxy far, far away. Researchers discovered this black hole at the center of a galaxy called M87. That's approximately 55 million light years away from Earth. Its mass is around 6.5 billion times that of our sun. Until now, mysterious black holes only appeared in movies and artist animations, but it was Albert Einstein who first imagined their existence more than 100 years ago with his theory of relativity.
I did not think I would be seeing an image of an event horizon in my lifetime.
Scientists photographed the black hole over a series of days when there was perfect weather all across the world, saying that literally the stars had to align. Walmart shoppers will soon have the option to buy reusable bags at checkout. The company says it will roll out its reusable bag initiative next month. Other retailers and governments are making a push to reduce single-use plastic bags and other items. Most plastics are not biodegradable and pile up in our landfills, contributing to greenhouse gases and polluting our oceans.
The Milwaukee River will look a little different on Friday. The Bucks are celebrating the start of the NBA playoffs by dyeing the river green. To kick off the celebration, the Water Street BMO Harris Bank will have an 18-story Fear the Deer display starting tomorrow and lasting through the first round of the playoffs. The Bucks play their first game against the Detroit Pistons this weekend.
Dana Fulton rejoining us as we try to map out exactly what's going to happen as far as our weather is concerned over the next few days. Dana?
Now, we're expecting a little bit of everything. The timing, though, overnight is going to include that mixed bag, but by tomorrow afternoon, we're talking about just rain and the chance for some strong thunderstorms coming through again. Looking at our Doppler track right now, most of the snow is in northern Wisconsin. Central Wisconsin still seeing a little bit, and some of it starting to dip down that eastern edge of the state. But for Madison, we're just looking at wintry mixed and some mixed precipitation for us overnight. Some spotty showers also off to the southwest corner of the state, but not ruling out the chance to see a little rain, a little sleet, and a little snow for us overnight. The center for the system off into the west, bringing snow and rain, a little bit of everything through the plains in the Midwest. It's going to continue to gain some steam as it does travel northeast, bringing the snowfall again throughout the Dakotas, Minnesota, and into northern Wisconsin throughout the day tomorrow. Now, we're expecting showers in southern Wisconsin starting in the morning and staying with us through the afternoon. Scattered showers expected in the afternoon, and the chance for some strong thunderstorms stretching all the way through Illinois, Indiana, down through St. Louis. And of course, maybe impacting us later in the day also. By Friday morning, we're expecting all of that moisture to be out of here. Sunshine on the way for Saturday, but we have to get the system out of here before we can enjoy the sun, of course. So overnight, some mixed precip possible for Thursday morning. Still cloudy. The snow stays to the north, and then the shower chances really increase and ramp up later in the afternoon. For our early evening, this is the line of thunderstorms that we'll be keeping a closer eye on. There's the chance to really see some strong wind gusts as that storm system slides on through, and the chance to also deal with some very heavy rainfall at times Thursday evening. Friday morning, we're mostly cloudy throughout the day, but we're not really looking at much of a chance for any additional moisture. We do have a winter weather advisory everywhere north of Dane County and through the evening and into Thursday morning. The concern, of course, are road conditions right now. Visibility is reduced significantly for the areas where it is snowing. We do have some reports of very slick roads outside. Any moisture on the roads, certainly not a good thing. We do also have a wind advisory in effect for all of the southern edge of the state until 1 p.m. on Thursday. Our wind gusts overnight could get up to 35 miles per hour. Sustained wind speeds, though, still 15 to 25 miles per hour. So our alert day is still in the forecast for tonight. And for your Thursday tonight, the concern for mix leading into your morning commute. And for Thursday, the storms coming through later in the day. Those thunderstorms could be quite a bit stronger than just the light showers that we've had in the last hour or so. If you want to learn a little more about severe weather, you can join us this Saturday, April 13th. For our Dark Skies seminar. We're actually going to have the director of the National Weather Service, Dr. Uccellini, with us, speaking early in the morning. It goes from 8:30 until 4 o'clock. The entire First Alert weather team is going to be there. There's going to be a really neat audience severe weather planning scenario, where we're going to walk you through the steps of what you should be doing as the severe weather warnings and watches are issued and what we do here in-house. There's more information, though, at channel3000.com. And if you have any questions, you can always shoot us an email I know Gary's very excited. Overnight lows tonight will be in the mid to low 30s. Heading into tomorrow afternoon, high temps will be in the mid 40s. It will be a little cool outside, a little windy, and a little rainy for us. Temperatures stay below average through the end of the week and into the weekend. This system, though, only lasting again into Friday morning. We could see anywhere from another 1 to 2 inches of precip heading into Friday. So by this weekend, we may be dealing with some isolated flooding concerns, especially along those rivers and creeks. But we'll be keeping a close eye on that heading into Saturday and Sunday. That snow today that was coming down heavy initially. I know a lot of folks were not happy during the afternoon meeting.
It looked like cotton balls coming down.
Yes, that fluffy, heavy snow, because we were hovering right at about 35 here at the station when the snow was coming.
We're done.
Thank
you.
Thanks, Dana. Coming up in sports, one Packers linebacker might have to go shopping for some new clothes. Kevin explains why next.
No Giannis, no Brook Lopez in the starting lineup tonight for the Deer, or in the lineup at all. #1 seed in the Eastern Conference and home court in the playoffs all wrapped up. But you know what's better than 60 wins? 61 wins. The Deer 33-7 at home, hosting the Thunder. They only played 8 guys tonight. DJ Wilson, one of those. Had 18 points, 17 rebounds, and that 3 in the corner. Chris Middleton, a usual starter, started today. Fancy handles. Number 22 had 21 points in the game. Tim Frazier played all 48 minutes, scored a career-high 29, but the Thunder, too much tonight, 127-116 the final. Well, the Bucks know who they'll play in the first round of the playoffs. It's the Detroit Pistons. Motown put a beatdown on the Knicks tonight, 115-89. They'll head to the Fiserv Forum for round one. Playoffs start this weekend. Time and date to be announced. The Bucks took all 4 from the Pistons this season. Packers linebacker Blake Martinez entering his 4th season. Now, his wife had a baby at the beginning of last season, but don't expect any dad bod on number 50. He said this offseason he lost 8 pounds of fat and added 15 pounds of muscle. Looking at my workout, Martinez led the team with 144 tackles last season. Says defensive coordinator Mike Pettin has a solid plan in place for this year, and he's ready to attack it now that he's physically operating at his highest level.
My offseason program I wasn't happy with. I wasn't as strong as I wanted to be. I didn't train the same place I did going into my second year. This year we have more kind of solidified roles, not many guys rotating in, have a lot of new guys coming in, the free agency acquisitions for us. It's just been awesome to kind of know that I'm going to be out there and it's not going to be a new guy every other play.
Packers quarterback Aaron Rodgers moving on from the online article and follow-up radio interview about his leadership or lack thereof. He has a new head coach, new coordinators, and plenty of new faces. But number 12 has the same high expectations after missing the playoffs the last 2 seasons.
This isn't like other transitions where you kind of maybe give a pass for the first year or 2 as you get acclimated to the system. I mean, we have, veteran quarterback, veteran offensive lineman. We signed, some big free agents for us, especially 3 on defense. There's an expectation living and playing here that you're going to compete for championships, and I think we all expect to do that.
The Brewers trying to avoid a sweep in Anaheim. Scoreless until Christian Yelich delivers. What else is new? RBI single scores Ben Gamel. 1-0 Crew. But the Angels respond. Andrelton Simmons takes Brandon Woodruff opposite. It's an RBI knock. Knots the game at 1 apiece. And Justin Bohr, with the bases loaded, going to hit them where they ain't. That scores 2 more. It's 4-1 Halos in the 4th. The Crew off tomorrow. The Masters par 3 contest. Jack Nicklaus, I just get like a stamp for the thousands of interviews he has, autographs he has to sign. Englishman Matt Wallace on hole number 8. God save the Queen, bottom of the cup. Shane Lowry from 70 yards. That's why they're pros. Rolls it in, and if you get a hole-in-one here, you get a free child. That's his daughter, wife celebrating. I'm joking. Real Tourney begins tomorrow morning. We are back right after this.
A souvenir for Irish.
So we have an alert day still in the forecast for tonight and all of Thursday. Tonight, the concern, this mixed precipitation might lead to some very messy roads early in the morning tomorrow. And then for your Thursday afternoon, scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms possible. We're cool through the week, but this moisture is going to wrap up for us by Friday morning.
We'll have more updates on News 3 Now this morning. Thanks for joining us tonight at 10.
Do something good, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.